Yo, 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 yo. Yes. What it do? What it do? What it do? What it do, people? What it do, people? Every day is Friday. We lit. Happy Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday, man. We lit. What's the word? What's the word, people? Happy Sunday, happy Sunday. You're now tuned in to Every Day is Friday. It's your boy, the Sunny, right? You know, Brooklyn Bread, whatever you want to call me, do what it do. It's your boy. It's your boy. Yeah. How you doing today? How everybody Sunday popping off so thus far? It's Super Bowl Sunday. It's Super Bowl Sunday, people. Talk to me. Talk to me, people. Yes. How you doing today? How everybody Sunday popping off so thus far? It's Super Bowl Sunday. It's Super Bowl Sunday, people. Talk to me. Talk to me. Yeah. Today's guest is Bleeze is in the building. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on. It's Chola, Parish Chola. It's today's guest. Parish Chola is today's guest. Parish Chola is today's guest. What's the word, people? How y'all doing today? Super Bowl Sunday. We are lady. Listen, before I get into what I'm getting to today, I just want to thank the Lord, thank God for waking me up today. Inspiring me to do this and motivate because I'm a little, I'm just right now I don't really feel too up to it, honestly. Just want to chill today, but I'm doing this for y'all. My guest today is, Philo Blunts, aka Paracholla, aka Bleezy, whatever you want to call him, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk about the whole, money and violence, the one of the hit tracks he had on it, Batman and Running. We're gonna talk about the upcoming project, the video he got, Addicted to Money, the album that's out, A Legend in God's Eye. So we're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it. We're gonna rock with Bleeze. We're gonna get into it. It's your boy, it's only right, aka Brooklyn Bread. Matter of fact, this is what I'm gonna do. This is what I'm gonna do first. I'm gonna set it off. I'm gonna set it off with some Bleezy, some old Bleezy, but I mess with this, man. Some oldie but goodie, a oldie but a goodie. You feel me? A oldie but everybody wanna be famous. Yeah, my fault, people. My fault. Get this right.
Cash flow, let that mattress rumble. Letting know it's cash flow. With church after terminal. Fuck a couple blood stroke. Big one, that's my big bro. How she let that game go? Black diamonds make my wrist glow. All these hoes are mid-foes. Tinted windows. Rolling up my endo. Then ride out with my kinfolk. I don't talk about my dope. Chain look like a light show. I'm a moonwalking smooth criminal. Michael, higher than an Eiffel. Gangsters come to my shows. Easy, they don't like you. I grab my gun like I know. This ain't nothing new, ho. So I get some new ho. I'm everywhere that you go. Smoothest nigga you know. Crisis. Better keep on talking. But put some fresh to death like I just stepped out of a coffin. Everybody wanna be famous, but they don't know what they know. Some shooter in the Stacy on the front page of the paper. Everybody wanna be famous, but they don't know what they know. Shooters in the Stacy on the front page of the paper. I hate it, keep on talking. 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 Let them keep on talking. And let them make the coffee.
Whoa, famous. Holy Paracholla. Oh man, I hear they keep on talking. Yeah, if you don't know, man, Paracholla, aka Sugar Blunt, Flatbush Bread, Flatbush Brooklyn Bread, MC, Two First, Back Blocks, Church Ave, upcoming, rising actor. He was in the first web series, Money and Bonds, that set all that started the whole web series trend, and had one of the hardest songs on it, Bad Money No Running. Um, so that dude, yeah, that man, Paris Chola, man, he one of the hottest, one of the hottest. I don't want to say upcoming because he's already solidified. So one of the hottest artists coming out the Flatbush area. Philo Bleeds, you know what I'm saying? Paris Chola. Check him out. Legend in God's Eye is out now. He about to drop the video. I'm addicted to money. Matter of fact, we're gonna keep some Paris Chola. This is one of my favorite songs from him, which is a lot of favorite songs, not a bunch of favorite songs I like from Bleeds, you know what I'm saying? Because he's just that talented. But this is one of my one of the favorites. It's called Christopher. He breaks down the whole, Biggie's albums in this song, Christopher. So, with no further ado, I'm gonna get right into it.
So many rappers in my stomach. Many beats and can't hide from it. You gotta love it. So many haters can't hide from it. I love it. I ride it, I'ma be alright. But all I ever wanna do is just to live it up. Keep on hating on a nigga, I don't give a fuck. But I have to become rich before I give it up. I'm trying to get my name big. Christopher. Warning, I think I got these niggas hypnotized. It's an everyday struggle how I get criticized. Sky's the limit, I live it so you will pick.
Oh, my fault. Let me bring that back.
So many rappers in my stomach. Make beats and the fumes get high from it. You gotta love it. So many haters can't hide from it. I love it. I ride it, I'ma be alright. But all I ever wanna do is just to live it up. Keep on hating on a nigga, I don't give a fuck. But I have to become rich before I give it up. I'm trying to get my name big. Christopher. Warning, I think I got these niggas hypnotized. Oh, it's an everyday struggle how I get criticized. Sky's the limit, I live it so you epitomize. It's unbelievable how much pain I felt and just didn't cry. Beats that didn't die. Man, you seem young and dumb, smelling like gun smoke, nigga. Machine gun funk, ready to die. The story of my life is juicy. Every day I ask the Lord to give me one more chance. Christ, he didn't recognize and give me one more glance. My bitch, probably a gun in hand. Cause these haters never fall, always itching to shoot. My swag is natural and my model's always give me the loot. I'm too pop, you're thinking like who shot you? I'm too hot, stick a fork in you like you pasta. I think big, the swagger of two poppers. From Frank White out of the star, the true mobster. So many rappers in my stomach, pre-made beats and the fumes get high from it. You gotta love it. So many haters can't hide from it, but I love it. I ride and I'm gonna be alright, alright. You know, all I ever wanna do is just to live it up. Keep on hating on a nigga, I don't give a fuck. But I have to become rich before I give it up. I'm trying to get my name big. I kick in the door, somebody's gotta die. What's the beat for my bullets is fucking you tonight. I love the dope to my last day. I smoke rappers and put the ash in my ashtray and quote chapters. More money, more problems, that's why niggas bleed. I got a story to tell and wise niggas read. My pockets fucking giving game to the little seeds. Tell them that it's all about what you told. Can't you see? If I can find it, start calling me behind this. I'm comfortable on the web. Spiders. And if I'm dead, this is life after death rapping. That real nigga that you won't ever forget rapping. I had a lot of little Kims and Charlie Baltimore and the talk of the stuff. Somebody called the law. I'm playing haters, still wishing that I'd be falling on. But you call me Christ before you talk to God. So many rappers in my stomach. Pre-made beats and the fumes get hyped on it. You gotta love it. So many rappers in
My fault. That's my joint.
Ooh.
What's up, man?
Yeah, that's my shit too, man.
How you doing, brother?
Top of the afternoon, man.
Everything is
Yeah.
everything.
You can hear me?
You can hear me? You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we live with Chola. Happy Sunday, Chola. Happy motherfucking Sunday, man. What's going on with you, Chola?
You already know, man. Likewise, my brother.
Oh, let
Can
me
you
get
hear
my
me?
my Bluetooth acting up right now, man. My Bluetooth acting up. Yeah, Chola, you hear me, right?
Yeah, I can hear you good.
All right, cool. So, bro, before we went live, I was letting people know that you was a part of the first web series that set all this shit off. That set all the web series popping, and you played a major part. You had one of the biggest songs out of that web series, Bad Man. So just without getting too crazy, just let the people know how that experience was, and how did you feel after seeing all the other web series pop up after you was a part of the original set it off?
I ain't gonna cap, man. Being a part of the money and violence situation, that shit was definitely a learning experience. You know what I'm saying? It was a cool little ride too. You know what I mean? Shout out to my nigga G the General, my nigga Gamal. That was the actual plug that plugged me into the situation. I tell you some ill shit. You probably know because you my man. But when they actually called me to do that shit, I wasn't gonna do it. Like when I initially got the call, because I got the call on Labor Day, and I'm Trinidadian, so I'm like, Labor Day, I ain't trying to work. But long story short, part of so. Yeah, long story short, man, you know what I'm saying? It was dope, man. We didn't know it was gonna turn out what it you know what I'm saying, what it turned out
Yeah,
to be. And I think that's the most magical part about being a part of something. When you're there from the foundation and you don't even know what the fuck gonna happen. And then like 2-3
yeah,
weeks later, that shit just take the town over. You can't even go to the corner store and shit. You know what I mean? But I mean, it was dope, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, again, to go someplace and shit, and you don't even know what's going on, and then you're just there, just helping out. You know what I'm saying? You get a role.
Yeah.
Like I was literally holding the poppy mic for the first couple, like the first times I was on the set and shit. I'm helping out. I barely even know niggas. You know what I'm saying? But gradually, you know what I'm saying, we built certain relationships and shit, and you know, it was dope, man. I can't really say too much of it, and it was a good learning experience, good and bad. You know what I'm saying? And it was just something else to put on the resume, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. And talk about, because you had, if not the biggest song out of on that Money and Violence thing, the Batman No Running. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
and let's talk about because it may be all that's a huge record, man. That's a huge, and I always tell you, you should still be pushing. I mean, we playing this. I got it queued up, so we
Yeah.
definitely playing this because it's one of
Right.
those type of records. But describe the feeling when you make, because sometimes we make music and don't even know how big it is until we know
Yeah.
we hear it from someone else. Like, yo, that joint is crazy. So this break down the feeling like when you really realize how big the song could be.
I'll go downstairs. Yeah. Well, you saw the dope part about that shit too. It like the song took off just like the web series did. Like I was just in the studio one night and shit, fucking around with beats and shit, and that beat came on, and again, you know what I'm saying, I'm West Indian and shit, so like the culture is like embedded in me and shit. Pause. You know what I'm saying? So when I
Yeah.
heard the beat, I just started playing around with it, and it started off like being a spoof almost. You know what I mean? Because I grew up around nothing but Jamaicans, Haitians, and shit. So when I heard the beat, I'm like, yo, why like with bad money, no running, just playing around with the shit. You know what I mean? And then it actually, it just like I liked it, and so I just recorded it, built the shit, and then the crazy thing about Bad Man No Running is I had that song for almost a year before Money and Violence even picked it up. And I always knew it
Mm.
was something because every time since I recorded the record, I always was. And this is before I had a car. This is before a nigga. I was broke, super broke, walking down Utica, going everywhere I went, listening to that shit in my fucking headphones. Like this shit is fire. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then back to backtrack on the Labor Day situation where they called me to do the to be a character in Money and Violence,
Mm-hmm.
and I decided to go. And it was that day that I got a chance to meet the guys for the first time, chop it up with them and shit like that. And then I submitted to music. You feel me? But when I submitted to music, I'm not thinking he's gonna pick that record. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And by the grace of God, he picked that record. You feel me? And the crazy thing about it is, I didn't even know he picked the record until the episode came out.
Wow. But so I can imagine when you saw the episode, you heard the song, you're like, hold on, yo, what? Cause even though it's a web series and sometimes we think, oh, it's just nobody gonna see it, and it's still like, hold on, they got my shit. My shit is playing with to a fan base out of my reach that's gonna reach people that I probably wouldn't normally reach just doing it. Regular
And
moving with
and
it.
and keep in mind, like at the beginning of it and shit, I'm just thinking like, because again, like how we work, just like when people connect us to certain things that we think is dope, we fuck with it, no matter what scale it's on. We just if
Yeah.
we fuck with the creativity of the project, we're just gonna fuck with it, and that's what I was doing. So at the time, I wasn't thinking about it being large and this and that. I'm just working. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't until like maybe like a month or two after I started walking around and people was like, "Yo, you're the kid from Money and Violence." And mind you, I didn't have a big role. Like I didn't have a big acting role in Money and Violence. I had a small role. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But by the grace of the Most High, that little part was very impactful. You know what I mean? Shout out to
Yeah.
Mo and shout out to everybody that was a part of that Money and Violence situation of putting that together and all that. You know what I mean?
On top of the fact that the song was huge, the part might have been small, but the song, yeah, the song was huge. The video was dope. Yeah, all the yardies come out, play their part. And that was dope. That was ill.
Facts. Shout out to
That
my
was ill.
boy Ninja
But
Monkey
I
for
want to
coming. My
before we
boy
get
Ninja
into
Monkey
what you got.
literally.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
hmm
Yeah.
No, I
So
was just saying shout out to Ninja Monkey. That's who shot the bottom man running video
Oh yeah, yeah,
shoot
yeah.
and shit.
Enough
He
respect.
drove all the way down
Enough
from PA
respect
to
to
shoot
the
that.
man them. Enough respect.
Facts.
So we about we're gonna get into that bad runner running. Then after that, we're gonna get him up to speed on Lux Gang, you know, and God's Eyes, and what you got going on now, what's moving now,
Definitely.
and your whole movement right now, because it's a whole movement going on right now. Little do they know. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole big movement. So before we get to
Yeah,
that, we're gonna get into
we
Batman.
building crazily right now.
Yeah, man. We're gonna get into that Batman no running real quick because that's one of my favorite joints. I got a few things queued up from you over here. I got oldies and goodies over here,
I ain't
man.
gonna cap. Once I heard the Christopher come across, I knew it was a situation. I had to roll up. Let me get my lighter. Hold on.
You know that's my joint. Let me get this Batman no running real quick.
Yup, I know it.
Then,
I
and
know
then
it.
we're gonna get into the whole Lux Gang and the whole Legend in God's Eyes. So without further ado, Batman no running hit single from the
You already know,
original web
man.
series.
Badman are running on all streaming platforms right now. Video on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Go stream that right now. You know what I'm saying? Download it to your car, your phone, your with
Do what
MP3
you
player. It's out. You can get it. You can grab it and just type in Chrysace, CHRYSACE. Badman no running. I'm the only one. It's only one.
only one. You know what? You know what we're gonna do after that? We're gonna talk about the evolution of your names. Federal Blunts, Versace,
Yes.
Chola, all that. No further ado, man. Batman no
Yeah.
running.
Facts.
Yeah, hear me. One Batman. With Batman ain't no running. Batman no real giant cars with him running. So why them disrespect the money? Pure bad guy there around there and the bloody. Because when you fuck with them Batman, they can't miss me. They ain't have Versace and the girl them want kiss me. Put up in the rally because we're talking up the family. Pussy them a pray because me shoot them just said it. They know they love me said it because Batman never running. Put it down and walk, take on whatever's coming. I feel like somebody's coming. Real uniform with pussy them on a hold me. If a part of stomach with Batman ain't no running. Batman no real type.
Badman no real type.
So why them disrespect the money? Pure bad guy there around there and the bloody. Cause when you fuck with Batman, they don't respect me. Let come out for the if the man them want test me. But Batman go here to make the keep trying to arrest me. Rest in peace, the dance man, this shit just depress me. Cracker don't impress me. Batman ain't no running. Every day's a war, look outside.
Every day's a war.
Watch your
Look
mama cry,
outside.
cause all the
Struggle.
years she
Watching
hustling.
mama
Because
cry
you
because
know
all the
part with
years she
pussy them on
hustling.
a hungry.
Real youth now
Rip
par with
apart your
pussy
stomach,
them on a
Batman
hungry.
ain't no
It's rip apart your
Batman
stomach.
no real giant cars with you going. So why them disrespect me? Pure bad guy there around there and the building. Cause when you fuck with Batman, they want to kill me. But to one Babylon man, they want to frisk me. You 5 shots to kill, there's no mystery. Like the app, why them they can't
They can't
resist me.
resist me.
Loading up the milli, cause Batman never running. On the clip of
Clip
all,
of
shoot
ball,
down
shoot
whatever's
down
coming.
whatever's coming.
Skin flesh is
Skin and
all
flesh dissolve and bones
I had to
finish
pull
it
it up. I
fucking
had to pull it up.
bumbo
I had to pull it up.
clot.
I had to pull it up.
Yo,
I had to pull it up. I had to pull it up. I
yeah,
got to pull
man.
that up.
You're ready, man.
With Batman ain't no
Bad man
running.
ain't no running.
Batman no
Bad
real
man
giant
no
cars
real
with
type
him
punk with
running.
him.
So
Yo,
why them
I gotta get booked. I gotta fuck some
pure
stages
bad
up with
guys
this.
there around there and the bloody. Cause when you fuck with them, Batman they can't resist me. They ain't have Versace and the girl them want kiss me. Put up in the rally cause we're talking up the Bentley.
Fucking up the
Pussy them a
Bentley.
free because me shoot them just said it. They know they love me said it. Cause Batman never running. Pull it down and walk, take on whatever's coming. Big A, I feel like somebody. Real uniform with pussy them on a hungry. If a bunch of stomach with Batman ain't no running. Batman no real tight cars with chip running. So why them disrespect the money? Pure bad guy there around there. Cause when you fuck with bad man, they respect me. Let come out for be a vibe, the man
Let
them
come
want
over
test
here,
me.
the
But
man
bad
they
man
want
behavior
test me.
make it search
Bad
and
man
arrest
behavior
me.
make the
Rest
beat
in
and
peace, the
arrest
bad
me.
man, this shit
Rest
just
in peace,
depress
down
me.
man. This
Track
shit
to just
just
depress
depressed
me.
me.
Bad man ain't running. And every day's a war, look outside, struggling. Watching mama cry, oh,
Watching mama cry, cause all
real
they
youth
hear
the
is she
far with
hustling.
pussy them
Real
on a
youth in a
hungry.
par with
Rip
pussy
apart
them
the
on a
stomach,
hungry.
bad man ain't
Rip
no
apart
winning.
the stomach.
Bad man no make right pass with him running. So off white, them disrespect me running. If you fuck with the man, they want to kill me. But to old Babylon, man, them want to
Back
frisk
to
me.
old
You
Babylon,
fight
man,
shot
them
with
say.
kill, there's no
Youth
mystery.
fire shot
It look
to
like the
kill,
half
there's no
why them they
mystery.
can't resist me. I'm loading up the music, cause God man never running. Know when that was coming.
From the clip was
Skin
all
flesh
to know when
dissolve
death
and
was
one
coming.
bullet to crush it.
Skin and flesh is
When
off
you
and
no
one
part with
bullet
pussy,
to
them
crush
man
it.
are hungry. Rip apart the stomach, bad man ain't no running. Bad man no make life dance with him running. So off white, them disrespect me running. Pure bad guy there around there and it's running. Cause when you come up with bad man ain't no running. Bad man no make life dance with him running. So off white, them disrespect me running. Pure bad guy there around there and it's running. Cause when you fuck with bad man ain't no running.
Blood, blood
Yeah, man.
clot, blood
Yeah, man.
clot, blood
Yeah,
clot.
man.
The people them that know what they doing. The people them that know how serious that thing are there. That thing a
I
serious
want
thing there.
people to I want people to understand what's going on when they hear that record. You're
Yo.
listening to a rapper. You're listening to a rapper from Flatbush, Brooklyn, that just created a dancehall song. Now, it might sound regular just saying it like that, but you have to imagine I've never stepped foot on Jamaican soil a day in my life, nor am I Jamaican. I was born in
Mm-hmm.
Brookdale Hospital right there on Rockaway Parkway, bro, in Linden. You heard? For
Mm-hmm.
me to create a record like that and actually go out in the world and be performing this record, speaking in that patois, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
on the stage and shit. That shit is not something that's just regular. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like a
It's
lot of
funny
people
because
overlook that. Like
you sound like you in pocket. Like it wasn't like you didn't. It wasn't no like you had to try to for that to come out that way. It just sounded like it was natural to you, man.
and it was because you see and that's the beautiful part about it because it is authentic. Being that even though I'm not Jamaican, you know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying, I'm still cultured from the West Indies. I'm still from the islands, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I still have a heavy, like, that influence is heavily influenced in my entire life. Just so as the music. You understand what I'm saying? So it was almost easier for me to do a record like that than to actually just do a regular rap song like how I do, because that I've been
Mm-hmm.
listening to that type of culture music my entire life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was just that night I actually tapped into it. You feel me? And that's how I
That
know the
that
record was actually special and shit.
yeah, man. Think about it. That what was that? By my number, what was that 3-4 years ago? The fact that we play it today and get the
Nah, that
same
was like five,
feeling.
6 years ago.
Yo, 5, 5, 6 years. The fact that we get the same
It's
feeling,
timeless.
it's crazy. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? We get the same feeling like it
Yeah.
came out like we did it yesterday, man. Like and that I think that attests to how good of a artist you are. And as far as because many people might not know you've been doing this. You should be on already. Let's cut to the chase. Let's be real. I'm gonna be real. I tell you this all the time behind the scenes. My people always hit me up. Yo, why the fuck Bleezy ain't on? He got the look. He got the music. Why he ain't on? And and we talk about this all the time. We bring it up to
Mm-hmm.
why? Because we ain't you ain't a dictator. You know what I'm saying? You ain't selling your soul. You ain't just doing it. It's a different passion for you. It ain't just to be known. This is something you stand. It's certain things you stand for. So just to
Right.
be the reason you're not on it because you just not gonna accept just getting your music. If you understand what I'm saying, there's certain moral and principality that you
You
won't
know, I
accept.
understand because me and you, we talk about this all the time.
Yeah.
Like, like to me, being on that shit is a state of mind because like when we were younger and shit and we were rapping, we was going by Bug Script and we was doing whatever we doing and shit and just inspiring to be the greatest rapper we can be in our mind and shit. On is like being on MTV. On is like being on BET, running around with the Busters and the Jays and that's like on. But in actuality, as a musician, as an artist and shit, on is what you make it. You understand what I'm saying? Like technically, we've been on for 10 years.
Yeah.
Just because they haven't seen us on television and fucking seen us rubbing shoulders with the, you know, so-called elites and shit that's on the top of the totem pole of the business and shit, that doesn't mean that you're not on. You know what I'm saying? You build your brand that you're making your money off of and doing what you're doing and shit. You've been dropping records consistently and shit. You know what I'm saying? You have your fan base, just like I do. You understand what I'm saying? It just, you see, one thing about music is just like sports. You know what I'm saying? Like we both know somebody that could potentially whoop Jordan ass in real life. You know what I mean? That we know from the block. You know what I'm saying? Like he ain't never get on, but he's on in our eyes because when he pulls up and shit, that skill that he has, we give him the credit for it. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like being on and shit now, that shit is like a state of mind because like
you're absolutely right.
Yeah, because like technically, you know, if we really don't look at it and shit, we have everything that we really need. Do we have everything that we want? Maybe not, but we have everything that we need. You know what I'm saying?
You're absolutely right.
Even with the music, bro, you created your own platform. I'm on your platform. You're interviewing me.
Yeah, you're
We
right.
ain't need no breakfast club. We ain't need them niggas. Like we create our own shit.
Yeah, you like it is a mindset because people in the age we're in, people consider success as having money or having the biggest car or having, and that doesn't. Yeah, and that doesn't equate to success. Like you said, success is if we good, we got everything we need. Everything we need. You, my family good, your family good. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about how you look at it as far as being successful or what they call on. You know what I'm saying? Like you said.
Yeah.
So that's big.
You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of niggas that we see on TV. I was watching the Wu-Tang documentary last night. Not to long-winded, but I realized something that we always been new. Like even people that we fucking we look up to in the business and shit. Certain artists that we grew up listening to and they're legends to us. You know what I'm saying? When you go back and you listen to their story and shit, the only difference between them and us is that they was positioned to be in a place where they can be in front of the light. You know what I'm saying? When you listen to these niggas' stories, the only thing they did different than me and you, bro, and everybody that we know that's trying to get on is that they grew up with RZA, or that's his cousin, or like that was his best friend. The nigga was in his crib. Like it's just like anything else. You understand what I'm saying? Like it's all about positioning. We brush shoulders with legends all the time, niggas that we looked up to, and then when we get around them and shit, the aura is different because it's regular. There's no Superman cape. You know what I mean? Like you're looking at him and you're like, oh shit, this nigga from MOP sneakers is dirty. Like what the fuck? You know what I mean? Because in our mind, we look at them like so they gods to us, like because they're on a platform that's godly, which is TV. You know what I'm saying? So it's like what we're doing, bro, is what we're supposed to do. We're going through the formalities of being whatever path is set for us. You know what I'm saying? And throughout the years and shit, especially me and you, no matter what's been going on in our life, we always maintained to continue to keep walking, even if certain times we was crawling.
Yeah,
we maintained to keep moving. And anybody that know us in the last 15 years, as far as like artists and shit, they cannot tell you different.
Yeah, you're right.
They cannot tell you different, bro. You know
you're
what I'm
absolutely
saying?
Right.
So I believe the universe already has our prize holding it. It's just we're just walking towards it. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna keep on walking it, and eventually we're gonna get that shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna feel good.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. You are absolutely. You said it. I couldn't have said it better myself. You're absolutely right. We've been progressing and not just being active. You know what I'm saying? Like people like to move, but they're not really progressing. They're just like in a hamster wheel. They're doing a lot of stuff, but they ain't really being productive. So that's the thing. People like to be seen a lot, just so they could be seen, but not being productive. But we could talk about that. We could go on and on with that subject. But let me get back to the
Yeah,
music and all
facts.
that. We could, how we do behind the scenes. But let me get back to music again. A legend in God's eyes. Now, I I know, but let the people know where did that title come from? Because that's not just that's not something you just wake up and be like, oh yeah, that's something that's belief. That's you see yourself in a certain stature, a certain perception of yourself. So let's break down to the people where did the title "A Legend in God's Eyes" and what do you want the people to get from this album? And you know what, an even better one, like a part B. Do you think it what do you think is missing from the album that you think you could have put into it now that you already completed? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a good question. I ain't gonna cap. I'm happy that you asked this question right after what we was talking about because it plays in together and shit. You know what I mean? Like going back to all the years that we've been working and doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? And you see, it's dope. I'm happy that you asked the questions in the series that you asked it because I can make it make sense to the people more. Like just like how I was breaking down being on as a state of mind and shit. You know what I mean? Like because again, there's fucking legendary artists in hip hop that never they don't be on TV
Yeah,
that we know
right.
about and
You're right.
respect. The whole industry respects. Like, nah, they could go anywhere and they're like, oh no, that's the.
Hmm.
So again, you know what I mean? The reason why I named the album Legend in God Eyes and shit is because I've been doing it. We've been doing this shit for so much years and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's to the point right now where it's like, okay, well, the people that know me and been along and seen the journey from the beginning and shit, they know. You know what I'm saying? Because a legend doesn't wake up and call himself a legend. The people,
Mm,
the people do that. You know what I'm saying?
true.
So I've heard that dozens of times, you know what I'm saying? To the point where, and again, we are striving to be on the top. So that battle as an artist now, to where like when you come outside now, your peers that have been around with you and seen the struggle that you've been through for all these years and shit, they know what you are. They know because they was there to see it. So when you jump on a plane now and you have to prove that all over again to a room full of strangers. You understand what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
like the 20 years that we've been doing this shit, the fact that we're not sitting next to Jay or we're not at the Breakfast Club yet and all that shit. That shit doesn't take away from the work that we fucking put in, bro. You know what I'm saying? Again, if you go and do if you compare your story or my story or to a lot of other niggas' stories that you know in real life and compare it to certain people that are quote unquote on with the millions of views and the trinkets and the whole machines behind them and shit,
Yeah.
a lot of time you will figure out that you put in more work than some of these dudes that are actually on. Because again, it's about positioning. You understand? Like, and that's a whole different story. But basically, I
Yeah.
named
You.
the album "A Legend in God's Eye" because if I am not a legend in anyone's eye, I'm a legend in His eyes,
Mm,
and I worked for that. You understand what I'm saying? So it doesn't really matter at this point what the world thinks because I know the Most High is gonna take my music and put it out there eventually. You know what I mean? So right now I'm just concerned on how the Most High look at me. You feel me? And
I
I'm a
feel
legend in His eyes, bro. And that's that. You know what I mean? That's
that's
why I
the.
named the
You know what?
project that. You feel me?
Yo, I like the way you broke that down, and I think everyone that sees this live should feel the same way you just felt when you said that. Because if you think about it, that's like we're all born to be great. No one's born to just be mediocre and be regular. We're all born to be legends in our own way, whether it's legendary
Exactly.
teacher, legendary, whatever it is. So the way you broke that down, I think everyone should feel that
And
way.
that's what we
We're all
are.
legends in God's eyes.
Facts.
I like that.
You know what I
I like
mean?
the way you
And
broke that down.
the album, the album is it's a collage of records that I've had over the years that I felt like I needed the people to listen to before I move on. You feel me?
Yeah.
Um, the only thing I left off this album, to be honest with you, is I did not, I didn't really cater to the female aspect and the relationship aspect. Because I wanted the album I just wanted all the raw emotions and feelings that I had at the time and shit to
Uh-huh.
just be on the album. I just wanted it to be a little aggressive. You understand what I'm saying? Because I
Yeah.
had all these aggressive moments. I had all these aggressive moments in that time period of my life. You understand what I'm saying? So I didn't
Yeah,
want the album to be too glossy and commercial. I just wanted to just like it out. You know what I mean? Because those lyrics and those songs are just me like literally just venting, like just you know
yeah,
what I'm saying? I didn't put any thought in it. I just put all emotions in it, and I just went and did music because I wanted to give the people that aggression real quick
yeah.
because I needed to show them this aggression before I showed them so they could understand what I'm about to bring forth next. You understand what I'm saying?
It's almost like you showed them the end of the movie first, like why you aggressive. This one, aggression first, and the next it was like, yeah, this is why I'm aggressive. This is what's going on.
Exactly. And you see, it's dope that you even said that because that's exactly what's going on because we've been doing this shit so long now without the actual world seeing it. Now I have to start you from the end because you met me at the end.
Mm.
So now you feel me? The fans are meeting me
Yeah.
now. So now I have to take you backwards.
Mm.
You feel what I'm saying?
I
To
feel you.
show you why I'm here. You understand what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
so that's
See,
what we doing,
see,
man.
you know what people that an artist like you kind of remind me of the artist I had on the other day on last Thursday on my Activated podcast. As far as the mentality, is it's not just putting it out just to be out there. It's a method to the madness.
Yeah.
It's levels to the madness. I gotta show y'all, like you said, y'all missed my first early years of my music. Now y'all paying attention to that. Now I gotta bring y'all back. I gotta kind of bring y'all up to speed to why I am who I am today. Why y'all move how I move. Why I move myself the way I move. Why I move how I move. You know what I'm saying? Why
Absolutely.
why
That's
I'm the
the
man
that's
I
the
am, and
reason
that
why
makes perfect sense.
that's
That
the
makes
reason why I
perfect
chose to
sense,
use
man.
the Behold of the Pale Horse cover as well as part of my cover because I wanted to show people that are enlightened that to send the message out there like, yo, I'm enlightened too. Don't take the music that I'm giving you on this project, all this street raunchiness and shit, and don't think I'm not aware. You feel me?
Yeah,
That was the main purpose of me just showing that image. But how I move the image and the parts of the image that I chose to show means something else. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
Like if you see the little because there's a white horse. The white horse is beautiful. It has wings and shit. It's
Yeah,
flying. It's elevating. That's the world. We're living in a white man's world. Anything white is elevating to once it's on a platform, you don't see white going down. You see that shit going up, nigga. You
mm,
understand what I'm saying? And then when you look at the black horse on my album cover and shit, he's showing it's only the ass. It's only the ass of the black horse. And the black horse is aiming down. Because in this world, when you black, nigga, that's what they showing us, nigga. What they show us? We killing each other.
yeah,
We doing this. We doing that. They always showing the black man's ass because
mm,
they treat us as asses, jackasses. That's why I only
mm.
showed the black ass of the horse on that. And then in the middle, who you
That's
see?
deep.
You see the mass Lux horse on the horse holding up the fucking John.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what we doing. We in the times now, we live in the mask. You know what I'm saying? It's an unforgivable time. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So that's basically what the cover means. Like, you know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people that probably went over their head and shit. They probably think I'm bugging, but that's what it means. If anybody that knows me know I don't do anything for no reason. Like I'm an artist.
yeah.
Like if I take a picture of a peanut and make that my
It,
album cover,
it's
please
gonna mean
believe I
something.
could break that shit down. Of
Yeah.
course.
Oh, now
Real
let's talk
facts.
about over the years you elevated and you transitioned to a brand. You was Bleezy, you was Versace, now you Paracholla. You reinvented yourself so many times. Now it's to the point where you have an actual a brand, a clothing brand, and I want you to break that down. The whole Lux gang, luxurious wear, what the brand. And even if you have something, man, show the people some of the stuff you got on deck. You know what I'm saying? And
Oh yeah,
let the
definitely.
people know.
Definitely.
This is your time, baby. Let the people know what Lux gang is about. If you got something on
So
deck, and
boom.
do what it do, man.
So boom, like, you know what I mean? The whole Lux gang, it means luxury gang. You know what I'm saying? I decided to make that my brand because at the end of the day and shit, that's the type of shit that I like. Like right now, I'm in
Mm,
the point of my life where I inspire to just be around quality stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to. I know what the bottom is. We done rolled around the bottom for majority of our life. So what you put out is what you're gonna get in. So I want I the whole concept of luxury doesn't necessarily mean you have to go out and buy a chain or you have to go out and
Mm,
buy Versace and shit. No, I don't want people to think that it's that. No, it's quality. The word luxury is basically, I just use that as a metaphor for quality. You understand what I'm saying? Like, if you're working at anything, you could be a dude that work in a grocery store. You could work in a furniture store. You could be selling Nick bags of weed. You could be a doctor. You could be a surgeon. No matter what it is, as a human being, no matter what color you are and shit, the name of the game of life is to win. So again, that goes back to quality. You know what I'm saying? So I want everybody around me and shit to have a certain inspiration around them to want better than what they have now, which is quality. You understand what I'm
mm.
saying? I like to be around clean, luxurious shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I decided to name my brand Lux Gang. You know what I'm saying? Living under the X-ray. You know what I mean? We're artists. I'm giving you my life. When you listen to my music and shit, I'm not holding nothing back. I'm giving you everything. So it's like an X-ray. You can see right through me with my music. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So it's like we living under the X-ray. So basically, that's the science behind it. You know what I'm saying? And it's not really a clothing line. I don't necessarily call it a clothing line. It's like merch to the brand. It's like my branding. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't gonna
okay.
really, because I don't really classify it as a clothing line yet.
I feel
Because
you.
you know what I mean. But
Yeah,
it's my merchandise. You understand
yeah.
what I'm saying? And let me show you a piece of it
Go ahead, show some
for the
pieces,
people
baby.
that's
Show
watching.
some
That
pieces, baby.
you know what I'm saying. I'm kind of low on inventory right now because I ain't gonna cap. Like it's been a good week. You feel me? Um, But this is just one of my black sweatpants right here. You know what I'm
All
saying?
right.
With the Lux logo.
Talk to
This
the
is the
people.
Lux
We like
logo
it.
right here.
Show them that emblem. Yeah, yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? And this emblems is
Talk to the
basically just
people.
significant to the times in life that we're living in. You know what I'm saying? We run around in masks. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? You don't know who anybody is under these masks. That's why I put a skull behind it. Because the
I
skull
like
is
that.
like it's universal. Everyone has a skull, so you don't
Yeah.
know who's behind these masks. You understand what I'm saying? That's why I put the skull
Mm.
behind it. You understand what I'm saying? And you see you know what I mean, the Greek, the Greek symbolism with the Versace. That's basically just represents quality. So that's basically what the whole luck situation is about. You know what I'm saying? Like positivity. You know what I mean? Trying to move forward and just being dope, bro. Like you know what I'm saying? I don't want no negative bullshit around me. I already lived through that and we did that. And at the end of the day, we're living in a world where that's something that you don't gotta ask for because that shit is gonna eventually come when it comes. You just got to be
I like
prepared
that.
for it. You understand? But yeah, man, that's basically the vibe. I got all types of merchandise and shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a lot here. I have like maybe one or two suits. I gotta run upstairs and show you a hoodie, but I have everything, you know what I'm saying? And we just building and growing, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what you doing inspired me too to do that. Like, to be honest with you, a couple of my friends actually inspired me to like do the merch thing and shit like that because a lot of my friends been doing the clothes for years, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. I mean, but
again, we
not to
all,
cut you. Yeah, I
mhm,
ain't mean to cut you off, but that's what we should all be doing. We should be inspiring. Like I remember, I told you a long time ago
each other, yeah.
when I'm with music. I used to just rap, this rap. I just wanted to have mad this rap bars. When I first heard, I don't know what song. I think it was the name of the song was called. But this when you was Philosophers Blunts. This is how long ago it was. When your name was it was the whole name. And I heard one of your tracks,
Right.
and you had a whole song format. You know, three verses, hook, and I'm like, yo, what the? Hold on, I gotta have a. This is a science to this. I didn't really think about actually having verses and hooks and really going to what the hook. You, I don't know if I told you, but if I didn't, now you know how that you inspired that part of me as far as a artist. Like I don't really understand though having song. You know what I'm saying? Until I heard
Right,
you, I'm
right.
like, yo, you had like 5 minute songs, so you was going in. You was three
Yeah, I was on
verses,
my
three
song shit that
hooks.
time. Facts.
Like you was really
Hmm.
going in. So at that
I
point, I
ain't
say I
gonna
can say
cap.
that we should all be
It was
inspiring
my
each other.
straight fam bros is the ones that like taught me song format and shit. Cause before that I was writing 100 bar verses just to come outside to spit. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't until I linked up with my straight fam niggas, my nigga Flirt, Shaw, you know what I'm saying, Bronze and these niggas and shit. They was already writing in song format in like 2000, like not even 2000, like 1999. into 2000 and shit. And this is when everybody was just writing verses to come outside to spit. And I went over there and they played me songs and I was just like blown away. Like, yo, like you guys are really here. You're supposed to be on the radio. Because again, in those times and shit, everybody wasn't rapping like now. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if you met a group of niggas that actually was fucking dope and they and you seen them, they took time and wrote songs and put it together and recorded. You're like, oh, you was blown away.
It was,
you know what I mean?
It definitely was like, was yo, I tell you, and I'm a rest in peace, Shaft the Bone, man. Rest in peace, Shaft. Because yo, I swear, I tell you this story all the time, every time you bring up Shaft. I used to hear this kid in my crib on Troy, all these white out shows, like, yo, who was this Shaft kid? Like, oh, sweat. And then to actually, when I met you, to just see him, I swear to God, you know, I'm not no, it wasn't like no groupie shit, but it was like, yo, shit. Like inside, I was like, that's Shaft, like that's fucking Shaft. The nigga I'm here. I got 8 whiteout CDs in my crib, and he's on every single one of them.
Yo,
and I'm in his crib
he was
now
a monster.
recording. So, you know, it to me, it may not have been nothing, but to me, I was like, oh, I heard them. I just heard them on the radio, and I'm in his crib recording. That was huge to me. Like that, with rest in peace, Shaft, and watching him work from. And really beating him was like, yo, that was a good come up moment for me. Like, yo, okay.
Like the whole Shaft era of just like me being an artist and shit, Shaft was a big inspiration for more reasons than one. Because at that time, I've never met a dude that was just so fucking like motivated. He didn't wait for nobody. You know what I'm saying? That nigga would shoot videos. He was recording himself. He was writing his wife's songs. He was recording her. He was recording all of us. He was mixing all of us. He was, yo, like, we did everything, bro. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like, I can't, like, I could never let Shaft go.
That was the Nipsey Hussle before we knew Nipsey Hussle, son, to us. And I was, you think about it. He did everything you said. He shot his own videos, recorded him and his wife, promoted himself, do parties, dollar cab. Like, oh. Like he was the Nipsey Hussle of
Flatbush. He was the ultimate hustler. Real talk.
For real, like real talk. Shout out to the whole boss.
That's real talk.
That's real. Talk, anybody that knows Shaft can attest to that. He was the Nipsey Hussle of Flat before I knew who Nipsey Hussle was, bro.
He always had a hustle, boy.
Always had a hustle. And like, and think about it, like you said, he was one of the first people recording himself that I seen record himself, doing his own videos, doing what, like, Shaft was a legend, man. Shaft was a legend.
He's like our Biggie Smalls, like, because and the thing about it, he was like fucking a maniac, fucking dope ass rapper. Like the nigga was amazing. Like
he was,
you know what I mean? It was like
he was a straight hustler. Then you hear his wife like, hold on, they both dope. Come on, son. Hold on, they both.
And he was a good person, like you know what I'm saying, like. Shout out to Shaft the Bone, man.
Yeah, man.
Rest in paradise, my brother.
Rest in peace, man. Because man, that was greatness. I was talking too soon, man, for real. Because big things was coming.
Definitely hard for real.
I'm just happy that I got the
chance
to meet him and everybody flirt, because you know it was all at that time. It was a good feeling at that time on Church Ave and the movement we had with the 40s and what was going on musically. It was a beautiful thing, man. It was so beautiful, man. I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to NBH, LAC, everybody in the whole 40s, 90s.
Like, and that's why, yo, I was having a conversation with one of my boys the other night, and I was telling him, I was like, yo, bro, like, if you go back and do the research, go look at all my old videos and go do your research, like, bro, like we put on for the hood, bro. We put on for the hood for years, bro. There's not nobody. Me personally, there's not a rapper that I was around in the last 15 years that I didn't do music with. If you are a rapper and you was around me consistently for the last 15 years and you don't have a song with me, then you bugging. Because I've did a song with every fucking nigga I've ever fucking met that fucking raps around me, my niggas. I never was the nigga to be fronting on a nigga and like, no, I ain't doing. I have a song with everybody.
Everyone, bro. Come here real fast, son. Say what's up to Bleezy. Say what's up, Bleezy. Say what's up, Bleez.
What's up? What's up, little man?
Say what's up.
What's up, little Just?
Hey, you showing some love. All right, son, go get your bottle.
That's the young
Yeah, man.
superstar right there.
And I had to, before you got live, I was saying, we got up and coming artists, and I said, hold on, not up and coming. And like I said, I always say, we gotta stop with this. We trying. No, we ain't trying. You're already solidified. The world just don't know it yet.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
Yeah. But before, yes, I
That's
know,
it.
son. I know. But I wanna play you All About Money. We got like about 5 minutes left, so I'm gonna play that real fast, and you could give you a shout out, your handle and all that. And I'm also
No doubt.
chill out, man. Chill out. And we're gonna set up another interview. So we're gonna do a visual interview. We do nothing but videos for you. You did. You know, said that.
Definitely.
But and now I see.
You know, this one I'm kind of scruffy and shit.
Once I got
You
him in
caught
my
me when
arm,
I
you don't
just
wanna
got
leave
up
now.
type shit. Cause he's a star. He's a legend.
Hey, come on, hold on. All right, it's that new breeze off that Legend in God's Eyes. Addicted to Money video dropping February 14th. Exclusive video
already
dropping
know, man.
February 14th. Shout out to Champ. That's his name, right? Champ shot the video, right? I want to make sure I get
Shout
his
out to
name right.
Champ. Yes, sir.
Yeah, shout out to
Champ
Champ.
joint on IG. You know what I'm saying?
This is my
Go
joint.
stream that Legend in God Eye, Paracholla, PVRIS, CHOLA, man.
Hey, I'm on my way to
Hey.
I'm on my way to the money. I make that cake like I'm ready. Face with the semi. Turn up the bass in the treble. It's like I'm addicted to hustle. It's like I'm addicted to hustle.
It's like I'm
It's like
addicted
I'm
to
addicted
hustle.
to money. I tell you to your face, nigga, fuck you.
Say it to your
None of
face,
these
nigga,
bitches
fuck
don't
you.
love you.
None of these
You
bitches
running your
don't
lips,
love
you
you.
gon' come for you. A nigga
You
got
gon' come
hits
for
like
you.
kung fu.
A nigga
I
got
pull
hits
up
like
and
kung
play
fu.
every metal. I pull up and aim at your temple. I pop out and spray my weapon. Ain't nobody taking my blessings. I'm getting paid, I'm not stressing. My carrots don't need salad dressing. Broke ass nigga, you depressing. Anybody say my name, I'm a checker.
Anybody say my
If I
name,
ain't
I'm a
getting paid,
checker.
I'm sexing.
If I ain't getting
If I
paid,
ain't on
I'm
the phone, I'm texting.
if I ain't on the
She get
phone,
her
I'm
own bag to
texting.
impress me. My bitch is born, it's a Leslie. I used to push white like a wedding.
I used to push
It's
white
money
like a
to get,
wedding.
I'ma get it.
It's money to
These
get,
niggas
I'ma
is
get
pussy,
it.
I said it.
These niggas is
And
pussy, I
if it's
said
beef,
it.
don't tell it.
And if it's
I'm
beef,
on my
don't
way
get
to
it.
the money.
I'm on my way
I'm
to
on
the
my way
money.
to the money.
I'm on my way
I'm
to
on
the
my way
money.
to the money. I'm on my way to the money. Like I'm addicted to hustle. It's like I'm addicted to hustle. It's like I'm addicted to hustle. Nah, I'm addicted to money. I'm on my way to the 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 money. It's like I'm addicted to hustle. 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 I'm on my way to the money. 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 Show me. You niggas play with the money.
You
You
niggas play
niggas
with
ain't
the
safe
money.
with the money.
You niggas ain't
I
safe
got a
with the
safe
money.
with the money.
I got a
I pull
safe
up,
full
I'm
of
taking
money.
your money. These niggas is snakes with the money. I pay off the chain with the money. I'm in your face with the money.
I'm in your
I'm
face
on
with
my
the
way, I've
money.
been ready. I make the cake like I'm ready. Your bitch give me face when she ready. I'm in your face with the semi. Turn up the bass in the treble. These niggas don't really want trouble. I double and triple my hustle. I got a 4-5 with my buck. VVS on my knuckle. You
CVS
see
on
them
my
haters
knuckle.
and chuckle.
You see them
Niggas
haters
say they
and
made niggas
chuckle.
love. We was just patient and hustle.
We were just
I got up
patient
every
and
day and I
hustle.
hustle.
Got up
I
every
never
day and
went
I
astray with my
hustle.
hustle. Had days used to pray for a hustle.
Had days
Then
used
I
to
got a
pay.
little taste of the hustle. I'm on my way, I've been ready. I'm blowing the tray and I'm deadly. I've been the reason they jealous. I'm putting beats in my belly. Used to set trees on my skelly. I was a tree to the telly. All of my witches stay smelly. I'm in your dreams like I'm Freddy. I'm on my way to the money. 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 Like I'm addicted to hustle. It's like I'm addicted to hustle. It's like I'm addicted to hustle. Now I'm addicted to money. I'm on my way to the 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 money. It's like I'm addicted to hustle. 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 I'm on my way to the money.
So, video drops February 14th. Go stream that Legend in
I'm on
God
my
Eye
way to
right
the
now on
money.
all streaming platforms.
Yeah. So we gotta
PVRISCHOLA,
let the
man.
people know where they can find you. you know, we IG, and all that, your Facebook and all that, and do what you do, you know, do what you do, brother.
Yo, man, everything is Paracholla, man. PVRIS. When you see the PVRISCHOLA, that's me. It's only one in the world. You feel me? IG, Facebook, all platforms. You know what I mean? Holla at your boy, man. Stick with me. Subscribe to my YouTube. You know what I mean? And follow the movement.
Follow the movement
You
because
heard?
it's moving. You know what it is, man. It's your boy, man. It's only right, man. Mr. Right Your Own History. If somebody can write it for you. You now tuned into
Shout out my
Every Day
dude,
is
Just
Fucking
Right.
Friday
You know
Live
what I mean?
podcast. We had your
Appreciate
boy
you for having me,
Paracholla.
bro.
You know what I'm saying? You already know what it is, man. You know my motto, man. Impossible, only 10 letters, man. Write your history. Oh, see, I'm going too fast. Write your own history, or somebody can write it for you. Shout out to
You
Love
can
Gang and the
write
whole
it for you.
Paracholla movement. Certified Nation is the being. It's only